Hello everybody, and just want to welcome you all to our, I guess it's kind of our draft day special. Essentially here what we're going to do is I'm going to draft everybody's World Cup teams. These World Cup teams, as you all know, however they perform in the World Cup, which is coming up in a few days here, will determine your draft order for this year. So just kind of real quick, I just want to say this. Ben Perman has very graciously decided to host an event called World Cup League of Men. That is entirely different from what the teams are going to be getting now, because in Ben's event we already picked our teams. So I know a lot of people from this league are in that event, but those teams do not carry over to this draft day event. So pretty basic. What we're going to do here is I have everybody's team names cut out on a piece of paper. I have all of teams number 1 through 10 on a piece of paper, all the teams ranked number 11 through 20, and then all the teams ranked number 21 through 30. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to put our team names into a bowl. I'm going to pick them all out, alright, and then that is the order that you're going to be assigned your teams. So say I pick out Nate Theory's team name first, he's going to get the first pick of the teams that I put in the bowl 1 through 10. And we'll just go on from there. It'll make sense once you guys kind of see what I'm doing here. I want to keep this as fair and impartial as possible, so every time I will be putting the names of the teams into the bowl and shaking them up, and they're all folded so I don't know who's getting what. So I want to make this as fair and impartial as possible, and also as random as possible. The way it's going to work, once you get your teams, each person is going to get 3 teams. Those 3 teams, every time your team wins, anytime any of your teams wins, they get 3 points. Anytime they tie, they get 1 point. If they lose, they don't get any points. That means each team that you have has a maximum chance of getting 9 points. So you have 3 teams. If they all get 9 points, you get 27 points. Whoever has the most points at the end of the group stage, we're not doing elimination rounds, whoever has the most points at the end of the group stage gets the first pick in the draft. The second most points get the second pick in the draft. Third most points get the third in the draft, and so on and so forth. If there are any ties, we're going to use goal differential. Whoever has the best goal differential will get the higher draft choice. So without further ado, I'm going to throw the names into the bucket here, and we'll just go from there. Alright, so these right here are all 10 of our league owners' teams' names. So we're going to throw those in the bucket. I'm going to shake that bucket up here, guys. Get it all nice and randomized in there. So the first person to get a team is going to be London's Gentlemen. You will be getting assigned teams first. The second team is going to be Vinegar Strokes. You are going to be assigned teams second. The third team is going to go to Trojan Explosion. Nate Theory, you're going to be getting assigned teams third. The fourth team here is going to go to Schaub on my knob. Let's give that one to Nate Christensen. You'll be getting teams fourth. So 6 more teams to go. Hang in there, guys. The Elites, Ethan Willer, you'll be assigned teams fifth. SMY TDs, you will be assigned teams 6th. Ager Bombs, you will be assigned teams 7th. The Macaques will be assigned teams 8th. Down to our final 2 here. Green and Gold Standard will be assigned teams 9th. which leaves our final team left here, which is going to be Willer High Life. You will be assigned teams 10. Alright, so now we have the order in which we are going to assign the teams that will be drawn out of this bucket. So without further ado, I guess we'll go right into it. And we'll start assigning teams. Let me get myself a little bit organized over here. Just going to set those there, those there. So these are teams 1 through 10 ranked by FIFA in the World Cup on June 5th. So top 10 teams in the world ranked by FIFA on June 5th. Into the bucket they go. The first team I pull out of here will belong to Jeremy Andrick's London's Gentlemen. And they will get, drumroll please, Germany at number 2 ranked in the world. The second team that I pick out of here will go to, get a phone call guys, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that y'all, had to take a phone call there, but we're back at the game. The second pick of the first 10, second team, that's going to go to Mike Hoffman and Vinegar Strokes is Switzerland, the Swiss. Moving on to the third team, this team is going to go to Nate Theory and Trojan Explosion. Ranked number 5 in the world, they will get Argentina. The fourth team will go to Nate Christensen and Shab on my knob. They will get the number 1 ranked team in the world, according to FIFA, Spain. The fifth team out of the top 10 is going to none other than Ethan Willer and his Elites. And they will get the 7th ranked team, Ecuador. The 6th team, sorry, going to SMY TDs and Ben Perman. Going to be number 10, England. The 7th team off the board going to Keith Andrick and the Ager Bombs. The hometown host country, Brazil. The 8th team going to the Macaques and their owner Brett Swenson. They draw number 8, Colombia. The 9th team going to Green and Gold Standard and owner Brad Swenson. The number 4th ranked team, Portugal. And finally, the last pick, the last team in the top 10, going to Willer High Life, Italy, going to Kyle Willer and Willer High Life. So that concludes the first round there. Which leaves us to the second round. Let me make sure these are the right ones. Yes. Leaves us to the second round here. These are teams 11 through 20. We're going to shake them all up in this bowl here. Teams 11 through 20. We're going to go in the same order as what we did for the first round. So, we're back to London's Gentlemen here. They already have Germany, who they picked up in the first round. And in the second round, they're going to pick up the Dutch, the Netherlands, Holland, going to Jeremy Andrick and London's Gentlemen. Next is Vinegar Stroke, who, if we remember, picked up the Switzerland in the first round. They will also add to them Vladimir Putin's Russia. Next we have Nate Theory and Trojan Explosion, already with a strong start. They've got Argentina in their lineup. To Argentina, they will add the dark horse, number 11, Belgium. Nate Christensen already has the number 1 ranked team in the world, Spain, and to that team he will add USA! USA! United States of America. The Elites picked up Uruguay in the first round. In the second round, they're going to have to deal with the dirty Croatians. Croatia goes to Ethan Willer and his Elites. Ben Perman, who has Wayne Rooney and England already on his bench, is also going to have the French. Vive la France! Next we have Egermams and Keith Andrick. They picked up Brazil in the first round. And in this round, they're going to pick up their Mexican buddies, Mexico! Get your sombreros out, Keith. Then we have the Macaques, who have Colombia already on the board. And to Colombia, they're going to add their other South American partners, Chile! I hate Chile. The food, that is. As we round out the second round here, we got two teams left. Brad Swenson, who already has Portugal, is also going to bolster his roster with the Greek. Love me some Euros. And finally, rounding out the second round, the final team. Kyle Wheeler already has Italy. And to that, he will add the 20th ranked team in the world, Bosnia. So that'll do it for our second round of picks, guys. So we're going to move right along here into the third round of picks. These are teams ranked number 21 through 30. And we're going to just throw them into the bucket here. Make sure none are stuck together. Perfect. Shake it up. You know, mess them all around in there. Get them all crazy. We'll start right back again with London's Gentlemen. Jeremy already has the Dutch and Germany. So let's see who he can finish out his FIFA team with here. He's going to add our buddies Iran, ranked number 27th in the world. So Jeremy's final team is Iran. Next we go to Vinegar Strokes, who already has Russia and Switzerland on their team. Not a bad team, not a bad team. It might be kind of the dark horse of our draft here. Well, maybe not. They're going to add Japan to that roster. Japan, the dirty Japs. Next is Trojan Explosion, who already has Argentina and Belgium. Now he's got a team to be worried about here. Is Nate Theory looking for the #1 overall pick in this year's draft? If he's going to do it, he's going to have to do it with Honduras. Honduras to Nate Theory. Shaba Mainab with the #1 ranked team, Spain, also with USA. His third team that he's going to be using to fight for that first draft pick. Maybe the last draft pick. Nigeria. Next we have the Elites, who already have Uruguay and Croatia. He's going to want a good higher ranked team out of this batch here. And he'll get number 23 Ecuador. 23 Ecuador to Ethan and the Elites. SMYTDs, last year's runner-up for Paradise, already has France and England. And to that, he is going to add our buddies, Algeria. Don't even know where that is. And now we got, looks like Keith over there. He's got Mexico and Brazil already. Maybe he can get out of South America. Well, Central America too. He will. He has the Ivory Coast. Côte d'Ivoire. However you pronounce that. Moving right along, we have the Macaques, who already have Chile and Colombia. With that, they will add Ghana, our boys from Africa over there. Down to the final two selections here, guys. Hang with me. Green and Gold Standard already have Greece and Portugal. To that, they will add the 30th ranked team in the World Cup, Cameroon. And last but not least, Kyle Willer and Willer High Life, who already have Bosnia and Italy, will add the number 24th team ranked in the world. Actually, in this World Cup. Costa Rica. Alright, so with that being said, guys, we have all of our teams lined up now. So now it's your guys' turn to just sit back, watch the World Cup, hope your team wins. Like I said, if your team, anytime one of your team gets a win, you get 3 points. Anytime they get a tie, they get 1 point. Anytime they lose, they get zeros. Add all those scores up at the end of the group stage. Whoever has the highest score gets the first pick. Whoever has the lowest score gets the last pick. If there are any ties, it will be decided on goal differential. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. But I think this went pretty well. And I wish all of you guys good luck on this. And remember, this is going to be determining the order for the 2014 draft, which you're going to be having this August. And remember, we're also, starting in 2015, we're keeping teams, so this draft is extremely important. So if you guys can, reach out to your teams, wish them a good luck, and let them know that you have to do well to get you guys the first pick. So, like I said, good luck to everybody, and thank you for your time.